Hey guys, Matthew Morrow with MorrowInvest.com. I wanted to come to you today and talk a little bit about what's going on in the real estate market, figure out what it is you want to do, whether you want to own rental properties, or you might want to be a flipper, or you might want to own storage buildings or mobile home parks. You're not really sure where you want to be or what you want to do. This will be a good place to start. When you're trying to figure out where you're going to be, many of you are going to try to find a good lawyer, and you might find a realtor, and you might have a banker that goes to church with you. And those are all good tools and resources, but what you should look at first is what it is you're trying to accomplish and in what time frame. Most people that I run into, they have just a little bit of money saved and they want to know what they can do it to grow their money. But this is one of the best times you can ever find to buy. There is plenty of stuff for sale. There is all-time record low interest rates available, and there's lots of money in the market. You might not feel like you have any money, but there's lots of access to capital from different sources because real estate is a great investment. It's not only a good capital investment, but you've got a hedge against inflation. You've got tax benefits. The money that you get from rental income is taxed half as much as earned income. So you have tax advantages, and everybody's got to have a place to live, right? So there's plenty of people looking for your product if you're in the rental market. So whether you want to be in the flipping business where you buy and flip, or you want to buy and hold and rent, or you can always have multiple exit strategies. That's always a good idea. You might want to buy and fix up and flip, or you might want to buy it and hold it for a little while, rent it for a little while. We call that making money while you wait to make more money. So all those are good things. I wanted to talk a little bit about Zillow here. Make sure you know what you're looking at and what areas you're looking at. And don't just use these online sources because they are not always correct. And I just wanted to go through a little bit of this with you. Here's a property at 18 Astor Drive in Montgomery. I don't know if you noticed this, but that's a mobile home. So it says a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, and the Zestimate is $67,000. Well, I can assure you that this 1985 trailer was worth about $7,000 because that's what I bought it for. It's not worth $67,000. This is just an example of where Zillow is terribly wrong. So you just need to make sure that when you're pulling comps, and let's talk about comps for a little bit. If you're going to be on the flip side, you're going to analyze things the way that, even though I don't like the system of comps, that is what everybody uses. That's what your bank is going to use. And if you're going to go and look at a property, they are going to want to know what the comps are, or what comparable properties are selling for in that area. And so if you're going to sell properties, you need to know what the comps are. Okay, so the best way to do that is you can use Zillow a little bit. Trulia here is a little bit better, but still there's some mistakes. If you're going to be on the flip side, though, your MLS.com is going to be where you need to go. You need to find a local realtor who knows the area and has sold, that can pull you comps. And when you look at your comps, you need to go through them with your realtor and make sure that they are what they need to be. For instance, if you're looking at a 1985 brick ranch-style home with a garage, then the comps that they pull need to be the same thing. You don't need to have a comp that's pulled for a house that's a 2001 house when your house is a 1985 house. Does that make sense? You want to make sure that you're comparing apples with apples, because what your goal is going to be in order to flip fast, to make your money in 90 days, you're going to want to buy the place, do the repairs, and put it back on the market as fast as possible, so that you can flip it. Now there are limitations to how many houses you can flip in a year, and we can get into that in another video. But most people will be happy to flip one house or two houses, and if you can make, for me, I need to make $20,000 to $30,000 or more per house. But some people, for them to make an extra $10,000, it's worth it for them. So if that is you, then you need to know your market and knowing your market is the job of your realtor, but you need to know just as much as your realtor does. Okay, this is your money, and the realtor works for you. Okay, they are not the beginning and end of everything you do. They are a tool, like many other things, that you use to make good financial decisions. And in the end, you're the one that's taking the risk. You're the one that's putting up the money. So you need to make sure that you're in the right areas. So what you want to do is figure out how much the after repaired value is going to be, your maximum after repaired value. So let's just, for easy numbers, say that's $100,000. So we have $100,000 after repaired value. Say the house needs $20,000 worth of repairs. Okay, now our maximum offer price is down to $80,000, but you still have to have your carrying cost, your closing cost, your realtor fees. All those things have got to be paid, right? And what about holding costs? What about the power company and the water company and all those things while the place sits and shows? And how long do you think it's going to show? Well, you need to know through your realtor how many days on market the place has had. Okay, and the way you're going to get your days on market lower is by lowering the price. Okay, so you want to be able to purchase the property, have your repairs done, which we said that brought us down to 80. Well, we got to make a profit too, right? So after all of those expenses, you still need to say, well, how much money do I want to make? Well, if I reasonably think that the house will sell for $100,000 and I've got $20,000 into repairs, and we're down to 80, and I want another, say, $20,000 profit I want to make off of this property, I'm going to drop my maximum price down to 60. Okay, so does that make sense? So what that means is that you reasonably feel you can purchase the house for $60,000, put $20,000 in it. Now you have $80,000 in it, and you can sell the house for $100,000, netting you a $20,000 profit. Now, when you do that, you're going to want to make sure that is below the mark of what other houses in the area are selling for. Okay, that's the sweet spot. That's how you do it. So you buy a property, fix it up, and have it as a for sale price about $10,000 less, $5,000 to $10,000 less than any other houses in the area, because you want your house to be looked at first. Okay, now you can do all that, and I would suggest, though, one of the great tools that has become available to me is if you go to my website, MorrowInvest.com, click on the Toolbox tab here, and then go down to check out our store. Come down here on our store to our software, and we have this real estate software. And I know I plugged this in another video, but I just want to show you. This has a property analysis tool, which is amazing. Not only do you have a full document spread, but you can put out all the numbers you want here. And look here, there is a short-term fix and flip for properties. There is a value estimator that takes the comparables, it takes the community. You can get a good look across the board at what's trending. You can print this report out to show to your sellers. And then look here. All of your numbers, all your operating expenses, anything and everything that you could think of that might be associated with this property, all your improvement expenses, your financing, even pro forma, can be run through this property. Now, I want to show you one more thing here. Is the document center. I've showed you this before. Look at all these documents. A lot of people call me and ask me, how can I do this with no money? Well, look here. You have assignment of contracts. Look at all these assignment of contracts down here. You have addendums. You have literally hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of documents here. If you took these each to a lawyer and had them draw these papers up for you, this would be an extremely large amount of money. But we have consolidated all this, and you have it right here. So let's say I wanted to do this agreement for deed. It pre-fills. You can go through it, and it will pre-fill your name, and you just fill in the blank. That's how easy it is, and print it off. And it's legally binding in all 50 states. You're welcome to have a lawyer look over it, but a lawyer is going to charge you for it, and you already have it here. And if you understand, eventually, once you learn what you're doing the exact same sheet of paper that the lawyer has. You're just the one taking the liability for it. Okay, so I just wanted to go through that with you a little bit. I think that this is just such a great tool, this real estate property software. Not only can you keep up with all your rentals, you can keep up with your tenants, you can have a full database, marketing, calculators, documents. It's really a great program, and for only $350, I wish that I had found this. I had been in this business for nearly a decade before I got real estate software, and it would have made things so much easier. And I paid thousands and thousands of dollars that I didn't have to pay. I had a good set of software like this that was already worked out. It would have been great. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please check out our website for more information. We're also on Facebook. Like our page there. We're putting these on YouTube, so you can like our YouTube channel. Please share. If you have any questions or comments, please email me. I have my email address down there, morrowhomes@gmail.com. And if you'll email me with your questions, I'll be glad to put it in a video for you or answer them as we go. Thanks so much. Have a great day.